I just want to say that Marina Mabrey is a bum, and I own her. She shoved me like that was going to change the score. Next time, try guarding me instead of throwing tantrums.
She's averaging 9 assists a game. She's changed the entire tempo of the sport.
Jacy, Sheldon, and Marina Mabrey just got what they deserve: suspensions that are making waves across the WNBA. After a shocking display of aggression that looked more like WWE than basketball, the league finally decided to act.
NBA has been physical. It's been physical since its inception.
Eye pokes, body slams, and zero accountability not anymore.
The league was probably damn near about to fold. They probably can't even make it to the end of the season.
The WNBA knows Caitlin Clark is their golden ticket, and they're not about to let two players jeopardize the league's brightest star. The WNBA reached a boiling point on June 18th, 2025, and it wasn't just another game on the schedule. This was chaos, plain and simple.
She kind of like hip checked / like pushed Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark fell.
Two names, Jacy Sheldon and Marina Mabrey, are at the center of a firestorm after what can only be described as a brutal assault on Caitlin Clark. In a league already riddled with controversy, this incident pushes the boundaries of what fans, players, and officials can tolerate.
Thank God they get Caitlin Clark. She's injured for 2 weeks. All of a sudden, attendance goes down.
Let's break it down. Caitlin Clark, the undeniable star of the WNBA, had just made her highly anticipated return, drawing a jaw-dropping 2 million viewers to ABC. That made it the third highest-rated game in league history, further cementing her status as the league's biggest draw. But the celebration was short-lived.
And then in the third quarter, Sheldon poked her in the eye again. This is something we see all the time. They were on each other. They were talking. It was trashy. The superstar like MJ, unstoppable.
During a tense moment in the second quarter, Sheldon delivered a blatant eye poke, scraping across Clark's face, a foul so obvious it left fans and commentators alike stunned. The play was reviewed, but initially downgraded to a common foul.
The fracas occurred in the fourth quarter, which was, it took, the referees like 10 minutes to decide what to do. They ended up ejecting.
And if that wasn't enough, Mabrey escalated things to another level entirely in the fourth quarter.
This is the reason why we haven't seen Caitlin at 100%. We haven't seen her as quick as we saw her last season.
Following a dead ball, she blindsided Clark with a full-force body slam that left the WNBA star sprawled on the ground. The impact was so severe that Clark required immediate attention from team staff, yet astonishingly, Ma wasn't ejected. The referees, after a lengthy review, assessed a mere technical foul, a decision that has sparked outrage across social media and beyond.
Her being someone who can play really aggressive, hard basketball, and
the timing couldn't have been worse for the league, which relies heavily on Clark's star power.
WNBA television ratings down more than 50%.
Since her return from injury, WNBA ratings have surged 55% higher than their season average. This makes the league's failure to protect its most marketable player even more perplexing, as Clark's absence earlier in the season had resulted in significant declines in ticket sales and viewer engagement.
NBA has been physical. It's been physical since its inception. Like, these women are ball players, and they play the game like ball players play the game. And that requires, at times, being physical.
Now, let's be real. Physicality in sports is part of the game.
There are moments where you feel like the physicality is unwarranted.
But what happened here wasn't just physical. It was personal. Mabrey's body check wasn't in the heat of play. It came during a dead ball after the two sides had seemingly calmed down. The impact was so severe that Clark, who had already been visibly hurt, was left defenseless on the court. And yet Ma wasn't ejected. Let that sink in a league that claims to prioritize safety and fair play. The aggressor stayed in the game, while Clark received a technical foul. Yes, you heard that right, a technical foul for getting assaulted.
The NBA has to be more serious in protecting one player over other players because of the physicality around how defenders now are with Caitlin Clark.
What makes this even more infuriating is the pattern. Caitlin Clark has been targeted all season, whether it's double teams, hard fouls, or outright cheap shots. She's been subjected to a level of aggression that feels less like defense and more like punishment for being the best. This isn't just about last night, it's about a league that seems unable or unwilling to protect its biggest star.
How people view Caitlin Clark and whether people view that the WNBA needs to protect Caitlin Clark, the golden goose of a league, as which she is being called.
The WNBA finally seems to grasp the magnitude of Caitlin Clark's star power, and the league's survival might just hinge on it.
Officials give a tech to Sheldon for poking.
Within hours of the chaos that unfolded on June 18th, 2025, the league made a rare decisive move, suspending both Jacy Sheldon and Marina Mabrey. It was a bold step, signaling that even the WNBA couldn't ignore the gravity of the situation.
She's number 1 and 2 in every offensive stat. She's hitting more threes this season than Steph Curry did in his first MVP season.
Clark isn't just a player, she's a phenomenon. She's the reason too. 2 million viewers tuned in for her return, making it the third highest rated game in WNBA history. Her presence alone raises the stakes, the ratings, and the league's relevance. But let's not kid ourselves, this wasn't just about justice, it was about damage control.
Again, we don't know how bad it is.
The WNBA knows it can't afford to alienate the fans Clark brings in droves. During her absence earlier this season, ratings nosedived 55%, leaving a glaring reminder of just how irreplaceable she is. Her return didn't just boost viewership, it reignited the league's momentum-packed arenas, surging merchandise sales, and a flood of social media engagement all point to one undeniable fact: Caitlin Clark is the heart of the WNBA's current resurgence.
Her ability to step up in big moments. When the bright lights are on, Caitlin Clark is also on.
When Clark's on the court, the energy is palpable. Her games are appointment viewing, with fans lining up to fill arenas, turning once empty seats into standing room only spectacles. That kind of star power demands attention, and the WNBA knows that ensuring Clark's safety isn't just about protecting a player, it's about safeguarding the future of the league itself.
How much better defense can you play on Caitlin Clark if she is on fire like that? And she was clearly feeling it. She was in the groove.
But the WNBA also understands the fine line it walks. Basketball thrives on intensity, and removing that would dilute the very essence of the game. The suspensions handed down to Jacy Sheldon and Marina Mabrey reflect a commitment to balance, protecting the league's brightest star while keeping the grit and fire that make games worth watching.
This would not have happened at the end of the game if the referees did their job during the first play. If the referees did their...
By taking immediate action, the league isn't just protecting Clark, it's protecting its future. The message is clear: Caitlin Clark is the WNBA's golden ticket, and any threat to her, whether on the court or off, will be met with swift consequences. It's about time they put respect on her name.
Did Sophie Cunningham take it a little bit too far? Yeah.
Let's talk about Sophie Cunningham for a second. She's the hero the WNBA didn't know it needed, but desperately does.
Gonna be in the All-Star game tonight just from this one play, because she was standing on business. It wasn't a dirty play. It was an intentional foul, and it was meant to send a message.
While chaos unfolded on the court, Cunningham was ready to go full Draymond Green mode, standing up for Caitlin Clark in a way her own team failed to do. And guess what fans noticed? Subscribe to the channel for more fiery takes and unfiltered insights on the WNBA season.
And then there was another play where Sophie Cunningham got caught up on a screen. There was contact there, and then that's when Sophie re-injured her ankle.
But let's zoom out for a second. Sophie's heroic moment is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Caitlin Clark isn't just a star, she's the gravitational center of the WNBA universe. Her shooting is Steph Curry-esque, her passing channels Magic Johnson, and her mentality pure Kobe Bryant. She's got that Mamba mentality, the relentless drive to win even when the odds or referees are against her. This isn't hyperbole, the numbers back it up.
She's like Steph Curry. She can pull up from anywhere. You understand? She has that kind of capability.
Without Clark, the league struggles to keep its head above water. Games go unnoticed, ticket sales plummet, and social media engagement flatlines. She's not just a player, she's the WNBA's lifeline, and that's where the problem lies. No sports league should be this dependent on one person, no matter how great they are. It's unsustainable, plain and simple.
Caitlin Clark, Marina Mabrey, Tina Charles were assessed with technical fouls on Tuesday. Caitlin, Marina, and Tina Charles.
What happens if Clark decides she's had enough? Let's not forget, she's been targeted relentlessly all season. Pokes, body slams, cheap shots. She's endured it all while carrying the league on her back. And what's her reward? A technical foul for standing her ground.
There are millions of people that never cared about the WNBA at all. that now care because Caitlin Clark is in the WNBA.
If the WNBA doesn't start protecting its star player, Clark could easily take her talents elsewhere. Overseas leagues would kill to have her. And they probably pay her a lot more too. The WNBA can't afford to lose her, yet it's doing a poor job of showing her the respect she deserves.
Haul her racist ass back to Russia.
But let's look at from another perspective. Physicality is the part of game the WNBA is stepping up to defend its stance amidst the uproar surrounding Caitlin Clark's treatment on the court, emphasizing that physicality is part of the game's competitive essence.
Man, Caitlin Clark is a superstar and she's, bigger than life and all this stuff.
While fans and commentators decry recent incidents involving Jacy, Sheldon, and Marina Mabrey as over the line, the league is navigating a delicate balance, protecting its stars while preserving the integrity of basketball's physical nature. Let's address the elephant in the room. Basketball is not a no-contact sport. Historically, some of the most iconic moments in both men's and women's basketball have come from hard-fought battles where physicality played a key role. Think Bad Boys Pistons or the gritty play of the late 90s WNBA. Competitive fire and close-contact defense have always been hallmarks of the sport. From this perspective, the incidents involving Clark, Sheldon, and Mabrey might be intense, but aren't entirely out of the realm of what happens during high-stakes games.
What the hell is going on with WNBA that they cannot handle all this attention that they're getting?
The league needs to wake up and diversify its portfolio of stars. Asia Wilson is great. Breanna Stewart, incredible.
But Caitlin Clark came out the gates and put up some numbers we've never seen before.
But none of them generate the kind of buzz Caitlin Clark does. The WNBA needs to invest in cultivating multiple headliners who can draw fans, sell tickets, and keep the momentum going. When Clark isn't on the court, this isn't just about survival, it's about growth. The league has an opportunity to capitalize on Clark's popularity by building a stronger, more resilient product.
I don't want this to go to that extreme level where now people are saying just crazy things, because this has been around in the WNBA for a long time. It's a really aggressive sport.
Meanwhile, the fallout from this latest WNBA fiasco is unlike anything we've seen before. Social media is in flames, with fans on both sides firing off hot takes that could light up the scoreboard. The hashtags brutal ban Mabrey and justice for Clark are trending, with fans demanding Marina May and Jacy Sheldon be banned for what they're calling an assault, not basketball. And honestly, can you blame them? The footage doesn't lie. Clark was targeted, attacked, and left defenseless.